Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Okay, so I want to get into a lesson starting off in Ezekiel, the 33rd chapter and the 7th verse. So Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson to the elect. So I'll go ahead, I'll get straight into it. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Okay, and we understand that the watchmen are the prophets. Okay, continuing on. Therefore thou shalt hear the word in my mouth. That's right, it says, therefore thou shalt hear the word in my mouth. And we understand that the Lord speaks through his prophets. Okay, we're not speaking our own words. We're speaking the words of the Lord. Okay, continuing on. And warn them from me. That's right, it says, and warn them from me. And that's exactly what we're doing. Okay, we're telling our people that the Lord will bring plagues upon this place. Okay, we're seeing these plagues being sent. Famine, pestilence, and sword. Okay, we understand that these things will escalate. These things will intensify. It'll get worse heading into the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we understand that it's going to be a lot of bloodshed throughout these cities. Okay, and we're constantly warning our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, of the things to come. Okay, whether you hear or forbear. So I'll go ahead and get what else I had. All right. I'll go to Jeremiah, the 30th chapter, and I'll start 7th verse. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and we understand that we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we understand that, like I just mentioned, it's going to be a lot of bloodshed. Okay, we understand that martial law will be declared. We know that it'll be checkpoints throughout these cities. Okay, we know that women will be raped. Okay, we understand that a lot of you people are going to see your sons and daughters get put to death right before you. Okay, we understand that it's going to be worse than anything we ever experienced before. Okay, it's going to be worse than any captivity that we ever been in, man. Okay, during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we understand that it will be people that's going to be hauled off to these concentration camps. Okay, it's going to be people that's going to be tortured, getting put to death. Okay, it's going to get extremely bad out here during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, continuing on. But he shall be saved out of it. That's right, it says, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay, and who's the he that's going to be saved out of it? That's speaking about the elect. Okay, that remnant that the Lord will protect and deliver. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get what else I had. Let me go to Romans, the 9th chapter, and I'll start at the 27th verse. Okay, this is Romans chapter 9 and verse 27. Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea. And if you ever been to a beach and you look at all that sand, you can't count all that sand, man. Okay, so we understand that our people are innumerable. Okay, continuing on. A remnant shall be saved. That's right. It says a remnant shall be saved. So even though we understand that our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, are as the sand of the sea, only a remnant will be saved. Okay, the elect. Okay, we understand that the elect will be beamed up and they'll be able to see the nuclear destruction that will come to America, which is Babylon the Great, from the chariot. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll get what else I have. Okay, I'll get this Isaiah, the 26th chapter, and I'll go to the 20th verse. This is Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. Okay, and the chambers is speaking about the chariots. Okay, who are the people that's going to enter into the chariots? The elect. Okay, continuing on. And shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. That's right. So we understand that the elect will be delivered. The elect will be beamed up. And like I just mentioned, they'll be able to see the nuclear destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great, from the chariot. Okay, and we know it's coming to America, nuclear destruction. We know it's 200 million warheads that's going to hit America, which is Babylon the Great, during World War III, the Third War, as well as the concentrated fire that's going to come from the chariots. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll get what else I had. All right. Let me get this in 2 Chronicles, the 36th chapter. Okay. And I'll start at the 15th verse. Okay. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 15. And the Lord gathered their fathers, sent to them by his messengers. Okay. And we understand that the messengers are the prophets. Okay. Continuing on. Rising up betimes. Okay. Meaning rising up early. Okay. Continuing on. And sinning because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. That's right. We understand that because the Lord had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place, that he sent the prophets. Okay. Continuing on. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High. And our people are still doing this during these times, man. Okay. Mocking the messengers of the Most High, mocking the prophets. Okay. You see a lot of our people are doing these things that they shouldn't be doing, man. Making fun of the prophets. Okay. All these things is unprofitable to their salvation. Okay. Continuing on. And despise his words. That's right. It says, and despise his words. And we understand that the wicked of our people despise the words of the Lord. Okay. And we understand that when you despise something, you look down upon it. You hate it. So let me go ahead and get this in Proverbs, the 13th chapter, to show you what's going to happen to the ones of you that despise the words of the Lord. Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. And like I just mentioned, when you despise something, you look down upon it, you hate it. Okay. And the wicked of our people, they despise the words of the Lord. Okay. So we understand that this is going to lead you to getting destroyed, man. Okay. Continuing on. But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. Okay. And who are the ones that truly feareth the commandment? The elect. Okay, and we understand that the elect will be rewarded. We know that the elect will be protected and ultimately delivered, man. Okay, so let me go back to 2 Chronicles, the 36th chapter and the 15th verse. Well, the 16th verse, Salaki. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despise his words and misuse his prophets. Okay, and the wicked of our people are still doing this, man. Okay, doing these things that they shouldn't be doing, man. Okay, mocking the messengers of the Most High. They making fun of the prophets. Okay, despising the words of the Lord. Okay, misusing the prophets. Okay, a lot of our people are coming up, in the spirit, of debating. Okay, scoffing. Okay, on the comment board, scoffing. Okay, doing all these things that they shouldn't be doing, man. Okay, continuing on. Until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people, till there was no remedy. That's right. So we understand, man, that the ones of you that continue to do these things that you shouldn't be doing, these things is unpleasing to the Lord, is going to lead you to getting destroyed, man. Okay. And we know, man, 2/3 of our people will be cut off here in America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay. So let me go ahead and get that in Zechariah, the 13th chapter, okay, in the 8th verse. This is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, and we understand that that land is speaking about America, which is Babylon the Great. Continuing on, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. So we know that 2 parts, 2/3 of our people will be cut off here in America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, they're going to die here. Okay, continuing on. But the third shall be left therein. That's right. It says, but the third shall be left therein. And the third is speaking about the 1/3, the elect that's here in America, which is Babylon the Great, that's going to be delivered, man. Okay. And we know before this place is destroyed, we know that the CHIP, which is the MOTB, has to be made mandatory, okay? And it will be made mandatory. You won't be able to buy or sell without taking that CHIP, okay? Which is the MOTB. But if you take it, you will be destroyed. And we're constantly warning our people, whether you hear or forbear, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, to not take the CHIP, which is the MOTB, okay? If you take it, you will be destroyed, okay? So with that said, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the elect. And I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.